In this video, we'll learn how to put four-wheel drive wheels on a two-wheel drive car. Hey guys, welcome back to Tamiya Legends, and once again, thank you for stopping by. So, yeah, bit of an odd video this. So, have you ever wanted to fit a set of four-wheel drive wheels onto your two-wheel drive buggy? I have, and I also did back in the day, funny enough. I remember me and my buddy Paul had Hornets and Grasshoppers, and obviously with the skinny front wheels. And I remember getting hold of a Subaru Brat set of front wheels and tyres, sticking them on the Grasshopper and Hornet, and it just looked epic, if I'm honest. Obviously, I'm living off nostalgia there, but it really beefed the front end up, and it looked great. Performance-wise, not nearly as good. The steering really suffers when you put big numb front tyres on, but looks-wise, it looks great. So I have done this before, but yeah, in this video, I've bought the GPM Racing product. Now, they call it a Tamiya DT03, don't know why that, aluminium front wheel hex adapter with bearings. So we'll bring a camera over. Basically, you get a big hex, and it has a pair of bearings in either side. And obviously the hex fits onto your four-wheel drive wheel with bearings inside. Now, I've not really heard anything positive about these. Apparently they definitely need work. You can't just put them on and they work. You've got to use spacers and do a little bit of fettling to make it work. So a massive shout out to Martin Gordon, because he was probably one of the first. He posted a picture on the group of this car. Now that's a super Astute that he did, but he did it as a tribute to the original Astute. Now, as a lot of you guys will know, getting hold of the Astute original wheel is quite difficult. It's same pattern teardrop, but it's a lot narrower. But the problem being is that Astute tyre, they're just almost impossible to get hold of. So what he did, he used the egress set with a wider front. I don't know if he used GPM, but he used these bearing adapters and fitted it on. And as you can see, that picture, it looks absolutely superb. So it got me thinking when I saw that, because I'm doing a Super Astute soon, and it's going to have a fancy paint job and all that. So I was like, yeah, maybe I need to rewind slightly. So if you've seen my really flash painted TRF style paint job egress, obviously that has egress wheels and tyres on, and it looks superb. And I'm kind of wanting the Super Astute to look the same. It's going to have the same paint job, I think, unless I change my mind. So I was thinking, obviously it comes with the two-wheel drive wheels, but I have these egress full set of wheels and tyres spare. So I was thinking, if I get these brackets and I can make it work, I'll fit them on. Not full time, maybe just while it's on the shelf, and then when I run it, I'll put the proper two-wheel drive wheels on. So that got me thinking about just making a quick video. And obviously we've got the DT02MS here, so I was like, well, let's break these open and see if we can get these to fit and get the egress front wheels on this DT02. So as of right now, I have no idea what kind of work, if we're going to make this work. I've got to say straight off the bat, I don't know if this is just like for shelf queens only, or if you could actually get it to a state where you could get these things actually working so you could run the car. No idea, but let's find out. Right, so as I said, GPM Racing products, it has got a part number there. I got these on eBay for about £7, and they came in about 7 days, so fantastic. So obviously, standard two-wheel drive, you've got your normal two-wheel drive fixed axle. Two-wheel drive wheels just have a bearing in either side, whereas four-wheel drive on this particular wheel is the hex. So what we'll do is we'll open these up and we'll stick it on, see what happens. Right, so as predicted by other people, if you put that straight on the axle and then fit the wheel over like that. First of all, let me see if I can turn this around so you can see the amount of thread. So if I push that hard up, let's see if I can zoom in so you can actually see this. So if you see where the thread ends, we've got roughly, I'd say 2mm showing. Now what that means, let me just zoom out. So the problem with that is when that wheel's hard up, the inside of the wheel is catching on the inside of the car. So if I brought that back to roughly where it should be, then it'll probably spin freely. So straight away you can't just use these on this chassis anyway, but I would imagine they'll all be the same. I'll just put that bearing in so I don't lose it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to dig out some shims. So I've dug out some shims and a thicker washer. Now I've tried this off camera to make sure it works. So we're trying to make about 2mm. So as I say, we've got 4. Now I'm doing this around the camera, so bear with me. Not the easiest thing to do. That's 3. Let's get it over the axle. There we go. Put the 4th one on. So that's 4 shims, which would I say it's about? I'd say it's about 1.5 to 2mm. Then what I'm going to do, then I put the hex on, and then this 1mm thick washer, which is going to just pack the wheel out slightly more. And then in fact, to satisfy my OCD, I'll put the right tyre on, and then we just do, get on there. Right, I've lost my wheel nut. It's here. Oh no! Disaster strikes. I'm doing this one-handed, that's why. Right, what I'm going to have to do now, in fact, let me see if I can tighten this up one-handed. Right, so I've tightened it up. Now that spins, but that's not free. So if I just take it back less than 1/4 of a turn. No, let's go to a full half turn. Yeah, that works now. Take it back a tiny little bit more. There you go, that's how it should be. And there's still about 2 threads coming through the wheel nut. And play wise, that feels pretty good, to be honest. It is moving, but that's actually more the front end of the car. That's interesting. Right, let's get them all on. Right, so that's them both on, and they're pretty good, to be honest. They're better than I thought they were going to be. As I say, would you run a car like this? I'm not sure. There's enough thread coming through the nylon lock nut, but because I've slackened them off just over half a turn each to make them freer, I would, if I was gonna run this, I would definitely put a little bit of Loctite on that nut just to stop that coming loose. But it really does serve its purpose, doesn't it? I mean, this is only a mock-up. I've just done that to make this video, but it transforms the car. And I'll be honest, I would quite happily run it with wide fronts on. I'd sacrifice the skinny front tyre performance for less steering to have it looking like that, just for fun. Just on a side note, that's not the correct wing for the DT02MS, in case you're wondering. Before this, I was messing around with something else because I can't stand the DT02 standard wing. So this is actually a rock hopper wing that belongs to my second TRF 503 shell. So it's kind of spare, so I just got some double-sided sticky tape and just stuck it down to see what it'd look like. But I have to say, with that wing and those wheels, that does kind of look superb, doesn't it? So yeah, I think in the future, probably with this car, I will just stick a little bit of thread lock on and whiz it out on a loose surface just to see what it's like. I really like the look of this thing. It looks aggressive, doesn't it? It's a bit bad boy looking, actually. I'm very tempted to put that back in the cabinet as it is without putting the correct box art wheels on. And definitely don't think I'll put that other wing on. Well, I've got to admit, I kind of like them, if I'm honest. I haven't really got anything negative to say about them. No doubt in the comments people will be telling me how crap these things are. I don't know. All I know is I've just fitted them very easily on this DT02. A little bit of thread lock and I could go run this. Now, obviously, if you haven't got shims and stuff lying about, you are going to struggle to be able to sort of do them yourself. So be aware of that if you're going down this route. You certainly can't fit them without doing a little bit of fettling. But I kind of like them, I must admit. I might get another couple of sets on order because it allows me to play around. I like putting four-wheel drive wheel sets on different things. You could do some crazy stuff. You could get the Avanti wheel set with the cam locks, and so you could put all four on a two-wheel drive car. And obviously with these, I don't know, there's loads of stuff you could do. Anyway, I'm just talking rubbish. I like them. Anyway guys, I'll shut up. So as always guys, thanks so much for watching, it's really appreciated. If you are new to this channel, if you could please consider liking and subscribing to support us. And if you do that, smash that notification bell for our weekly videos. And as always guys, happy RCing.